I filmed all day in Marshall
Uh-huh.
and realized that I didn't put the recorder on.
Oh my God.
I got back, I had nothing.
I was like, what the fuck? It was my first time ever being in trouble. I got pulled over, I got beat up, my heart stopped, I got tased 6 times, they beat the shit out of me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, it was 5 cops, they beat the shit out of me. I had shoe prints on me, baton marks on me, I could barely walk. They shot me 6 times. Like one about pierced my heart and was stuck inside of me.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. I stopped breathing. They had to resuscitate me. I'm talking about I had to go to the hospital. They beat the shit out of me.
Wow.
And,
you must have pissed them off, huh?
Well, they pulled me over and they started searching. They automatically started searching my friend, like without asking for anything or anything. I was like, hold up, you can't do this. Like, and they was like, shut the fuck up. I said, excuse me, why did you even pull me over? And they wouldn't tell me why they pulled me over. But then they kept trying to search him. And I was like, well, you can't search anybody or anything until you tell me why you pulled me over. Like, I'm thinking it's like a brake light is out or something. It's not nothing major, you know, like what is
it's
going on?
It's like profiling or something.
Yeah, so they wouldn't tell me. They kept searching him. Then he asked for my license. I give it to him. And then the next thing, he asks me to step out and to blow the thing. And I told him I'm not blowing at anything till you tell me why you pulled me over. Like, what is this about? And the next thing I know, he was like, she's resisting, shoot her. I thought my whole life was over.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I turn, I get hit with those, like the ones that's still connected to the gun. And
Right,
like
right,
long
big long
darts.
wire,
Like,
yeah. Because I think they can keep controls on those.
No.
They can zap them again, right?
No, they can hold them down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hold them down. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, and they held that shit down. I started seeing volts go all up and down my body, like, and I just started praying.
Holy.
Like, Lord,
smokes.
let me just see my kids one more time.
That's
you know?
amazing. And all you wanted to know was why you were pulled over.
Yeah. I mean, they took me, when I woke up, I was praying to God. I, like, had this conversation with God, and I told him I really wanted to see my kids one more time. Like, let me at least say goodbye. And all this stuff, if this is how it is. The next thing I know, I was like, like that. And like when you see
you got another breath of air then, or what?
I came back.
Oh, you came back.
Because they was putting me in the trunk.
Oh.
Yes.
Putting you in the trunk?
In the trunk. Trunk. Like, dude, when I say no car doors is being open,
I understand.
The trunk is open. And they are holding me right by the trunk, off of the ground where that tree is at over there. They was putting me in the trunk.
What do you think they were gonna do?
Dump me in the river. For real.
Wow.
So I took the breath. They out like when you see the cartoons and they see a ghost and they turn like pale. Yeah. Like they did that. Their mouth dropped open when I took the air. They all started backing away from me. They couldn't believe it. They was in shock. One cop was like stuttering like, oh my God. He couldn't even talk. He was just, he couldn't get the words out. And then he finally said, are you okay? And when he said that and I looked down, I still had like one of those darts like still stuck all the way up in me. I couldn't, like, it felt like it pierced my lungs or something, like I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
And I told him no, and he called the EMS for me. The other cop got pissed off. And they sat there and they all backed away, and I was trying to pull a dart out of me and I couldn't get it out. So I asked the cop that was nice enough to ask me, am I okay, for him to get it out. He tried to pull it out. He couldn't get it out. So then they had to like sit me against the car, put their foot in my stomach and try to pull it out like that because it was stuck in so deep. And so he did that. It finally came out. The EMS came. The one that told him to shoot me jumped in the car, kept yelling for me to shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. All this stuff. The EMS dude was all nervous because he was like, I can't help you, ma'am. I can't help you, ma'am. Like, they take me to the hospital. All 5 cops is like guarding the door and shit. The other cop coming in, he's slamming me all over the damn hospital. Next thing I know, they chain me up to the hospital bed, and nurses come and inject me with shit. I don't even know what they injected me with. I'm like, what is this? And then my heart stopped like 3 times, so they had the things out. They had to
Defibrillate you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy. So I finally get stabilized. Like, I scared the shit out of them. I thought it was funny as fuck though. It was funny, and it was like the truth though. So I seen this dude that was dressed in the black, and so I'm thinking he a preacher, a priest, a bishop, he's something. One of them, religious dudes.
A religious dude.
You know what I'm saying? Amongst the cops. So they all sitting out there laughing. So I call him in there. And he was like, and what do you want? I said, so you something, like a preacher, something. What are you? Like, you something. He was like, yeah, you can say that. I said, because you got a Bible, right? And he was like, yeah. How can I help you again? I said, I want you to pray. And he said, what would you like to pray for? And I said, well, to be honest with you, I know it might sound crazy, but I want to pray for them more than I want to pray for myself, because they going to feel it in the end. Like, I just want to pray for them. He thought that was the most hilarious shit he has ever heard in his entire life. That I want to pray for the cops. So he starts laughing, goes out there, tells them, now they all looking in the room, they all laughing, this and this and this and that. My heart stopped, right? My heart stopped, and then it came back, right? And you can, like, I could hear the thing go, duh, the thing that's keeping, I can hear it, and now I done woke up, so now it's like, dun, dun, you can hear it again, right? And so I just laid there, and then I stood up, and I was laying in the bed, and I was waiting for them to turn around, and I sat up in the bed like on the movie, and I was like, y'all will all burn in hell. Boy, they got scared as shit.
Holy
They
smoke.
was so scared, especially the little preacher dude, whatever he was, That was scary as hell. But I knew that God was going to pay him back. Ain't no way y'all going to do me like this, Right. So then, somehow, I finally get stabilized. They take me back to the police station, right? Mm-hmm. And it's weird because now they're not putting me in handcuffs. Now they're not putting me even in the back seat. I'm riding in the front with them. For real. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So I'm riding in the front seat with them, no handcuffs, no nothing. We get in there, and then one of the other cops grabs my paperwork from the hospital and said, you thought you was getting this, and ripped it up in front of me, and then they put it in the trash, and all of them spit on it. Oh. And yeah, and I told him, I said, so this is what you think a man is? And he was like, excuse me? I said, so this is what a man is? It takes 5 of y'all to come against me, and y'all put me in this, and you still call yourself a man? And so he got mad. I didn't give a fuck. Wow. The other, so then once he's the main one that told him to shoot me and stuff, comes in, he starts yelling for me to shut the fuck up again in front of the magistrate. I'm trying to tell the magistrate, like, you gotta get me away from them. Like, shit, call APD, because this was woofing police, So I'm like, call APD, please, call them. Like, we right here, shit, I want to report a crime, damn it, And so she was like,
call the police on the police.
Right. So then they wouldn't let me make my phone call. And so when he turned his back, I wrote down my number, and I slid it to the magistrate, and I said, please, please, please call my grandma. Please call my grandma. I didn't know if she was going to do it or not. So then they go in there, and, like, they just sat me in some drunk tank, like, where it's piss still all in the floor. It's it's like no sink, it's no toilet, it's no bench. It's just piss in the floor and a drain. And they sent me in there, still wouldn't let me make my phone call. I had stood up like all night, like sleep against the door, like standing up. Because,
after you'd been through all of that.
Yeah, and then I finally get out, and then we go to court. Like months later, like for a while they was harassing me, like showing up at my house, going through my car, following me around town. Like I tried to send it
to intimidate you about saying something about what happened.
Yeah, and so then when I tried to turn it to higher court and I put it in the mail, you could tell. I don't know how they was getting the mail, but they somehow was getting the mail. And then, like, it would be something for Superior Court, but it would be blurred and blotched. It wouldn't even be nothing neat. And it would say, you do not have enough evidence for this to come. And I had 2 witnesses. I had pictures, like, of all the boot marks, baton marks. Like, I had pictures. I had went and I got the hospital records the day after I got out. And I got those and waited 2 days and went back, and all the hospital records was changed. Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything. And they kept harassing me. Nobody in Asheville would take my case. They said that I was messing with the KKK. And that,
Really?
Yeah. And that they didn't want to get involved, that they was the KKK. So I just needed to leave it alone and be happy I was alive. Like, so it was crazy. They wouldn't even let me get on the stand. It was like, wow. Yeah, it was huge.
Wow, that's
and it
crazy.
Was in the newspaper and stuff on whether or not they should have used so much force and this and this and that, but it got blew over real quick.